Hey, Beady Besties! Happy Thursday again, my friends. Happy Thursday again. We are now in the nighttime hours of Thursday, but it is still Thursday. Who knows what it'll be when this gets uploaded? But I hope your Thursday has been great, my friends. We're gonna do, and I hope the lighting is okay, guys. I lost my overhead light. I can't get it to come on now. It was earlier when I shot a video. It kept going off and on, and now I just can't get it to go on. So hopefully these two that I have on the side here are giving us enough illumination. All right, friends. But we are gonna do a Bead Box challenge today, so I'm super excited for that. But first, guys, you know what time it is. So slick, Carl. So slick. It is card time. It is inspirational, motivational card time, friends. There she goes. All right. So today's good word. To thrive in life, you need 3 bones: a wishbone, a backbone, and a funny bone. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. I love this. Okay, so I have 2 out of 3. I have 2 out of 3. That's not bad, I guess. I'm going to have to work on the backbone a little bit. But the other 2, we're good. It's a beautiful message, my friends. I love that for us. All right, so today will be our 3rd challenge day, guys. And so I'm going to bring in the Cup of Chaos. There she is, the Cup of Chaos. We're going to give her a swirly dirl. But I want to tell you what is in the Cup of Chaos. So I think I put 9 or 10 entries in, guys. I did add a Sam's Seaside Escape, which was that special Gemmy box that Sammy put out. No, Sammy, sure. I mean, you know, he's young enough to be my son, so I could call him Sammy. But it was the special Gemmy box that Sam released. So I added that to the cup. So let me just bring in real quick, and this is just a brief perusal because we're all about that today. Let's see what's still in there. So we have this Gem Sparkle bag. It's still in there. We have the Seaside Escape. Again, guys, I just added this. It has got so much, it's so heavy. We've got our Jody's collection. I think that's enough for us to make another necklace and a pair of earrings, which so far I've made a necklace and a bracelet. So I haven't made earrings yet. And then I also have June's Bargain Bead Box, and I also have this boho, beachy boho mini bundle that I got from Bargain Bead Box. And I also have a Stash Buster. So I pulled from my stash. I believe this was an old Sam's box. It's got some moons and celestial things in it, and I thought that was real cute, right? I thought that was real cute. So, and then also over to the side, we have the May Dollar Bead Box, which, by the way, had all the strands in it. Sorry. And then we also have the JJB Southern Shores box. So we've already hit Sam. We hit the Sam's Bead Box, Sweet Peach, and we've done the Gemstone Orphanage Danielle's collection. So, guys, we're doing good. We're doing good. So we're going to go in here, and we're going to shake her up. Shake it up. Do a little bit of that, and do a little bit of this, and then we're gonna do a swoosh and a pick. Guys, we got lots to talk about. I need some bestie therapy. All right, so here we go, and let's just go ahead and open this up. See what we're gonna be playing with today. It is apparently Dollar Bead Box today here, so fantastic. Let me pull that over. I believe this is May. Is this May or June? I believe this is May. Okay, it is. So we have our Dollar Bead Box for May here, so that's fun. And so let me put this aside, and then we still got some winter chicken dinners in the cup, my friends. All right, so let me bring out this bead mat here. Oh, that's right, it's over on this side. Let's bring out this. Okay. And let's bring out our, now I believe we made earrings with this when we unboxed it. So it is very beachy, very beautiful. And I'm thinking, well, when I first had all this out, guys, And I don't know if you remember that in the unboxing, I had thought that I was going to make a bracelet with that guy. But I feel like I've made so many bracelets lately. I'm kind of braceleted out, my friends. We also have this super cute little butterfly. We could just do... Let's see. We got some of these dewdrop thingies here. They're cute for earrings. And we also have these. Let's see. I thought these would be really cute in a bracelet too, though. Oh wait, these are the ones that are drilled up and down. Okay, fantastic. Let's see. I wish I had two of these butterflies. I also wish I knew how to, oh, sorry. I was looking, Gemma was getting into something. I wish I also knew how to bezel, because that would be a fun little project. I'm thinking, I don't know, I'm thinking we could do earrings with these kinds of things here. I don't know what kind of earrings. Or maybe we can do just a sweet little necklace. We can just do some stringing with some of those smaller beads and make ourselves a sweet little necklace. I kind of like that too. I want to kind of save these for earrings. Or we can just do a bracelet, even though we're braceleted it out. I think that would be beautiful. Those would be beautiful for a bracelet. Got those. And we also, of course, have our dollar bead bag here. Let's just not forget about that. I love this. This is just such a funky. Look at this strand with all these different colors. It's just so funky. I love that. Design on the fly. All right. These are so pretty. So I'm kind of envisioning here just a sweet little necklace with using some of these little pearls. I'm gonna save those. I want to save all these for earrings. All y'all to the side. Okay. And maybe we can do something cute and asymmetrical. Okay. Sorry, I don't know why I did that. Oh, sorry. I think we're definitely going to use these beads. So let me put these here. I think those are going to be a win for us, along with this palette. I think that's nice. We have our little charm. I don't love that. And I want to keep this with that. And I want to keep these with that. Because I have other ideas. How do I feel about that? That's pretty. Okay, ma'am and sir. Sorry guys, the cats are fighting for position over on my rolly cart. Do we love that or no? I'm unsure at the moment. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, I'm probably just gonna do some little bit of maybe asymmetrical. We're gonna do a mini necklace. Okay, I think this is what we're gonna use. Okay, so let's move all this. Oh, I forgot. Well, I'm not gonna use those either. So here's our focal. And I might look in my stash to see if I have a round like shell or something that has a front facing hole, because I think we need something just a little bit bigger here. So I'm going to root in my stash real quick, guys. I'm going to grab some bead stringing wire And I am going to de-strand our friends here and get us all set up. And I'll be right back. Hello, friends, and we're back. Okay, so I've sorted and I've done all the things. So what I want us to do together, because I enjoy this, is for us to find. This is my special little sorter that has like all of my fun shell. How fun is that? Well, not all of my fun shell, but there's a lot of fun shell in here. Like we have some of these. Look how beautiful those are. I have a bunch of those. I have a bunch of these that I don't know what to do with. They're just kind of neat. I have a whole bunch of those, and of course chips and random things. We got some donuts and some of those spiny oyster. That's about the only spiny oyster I have. We got some of these. We got a bunch of stuff here, friends. So ooh, look at these are fun. Look at these. How fun is that? I want to make something jazzy with these. But anyway, we're here for a mission call. So here are, and I don't know. All right, so I kind of want to dig in here because this is where I know I have a lot of shapes that are front drilled in different colors. So let me just pull. Oh, I see a green one. No, that's center drilled. I don't know what to do with these center drilled ones. I was going to stack them and just make funky earrings, but I don't know. Let's see what we got on here. Boop, 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 boop. Look at that one, center drilled. Like, ooh, there's one. That might go with our palette. I also have this shell. I'll just put him aside for consideration. That's got a connector. That might be interesting. I don't know. Oh, look, there's a little moon. I don't know if you would see the moon. Oh, that's cute. Put that into the consideration pile. See, guys, I have all kinds of different shapes in here. I don't really know what I have. I really don't play in this box nearly enough. That's really pretty. All right, I think we have enough. There's a hot pink one, but that one's kind of small. There's a yellow one that's center drilled. Okay, this one's interesting. All right. That was an earring, or the beginnings of an earring. I don't know. It's in there. Oh, here's a blue one. That might be pretty. I think that's a little small. That one's small. Look at that cute little flower. That's cute. Okay, I think we have... Oh, there's a pink. I don't think that'll go with the palette, though. Oh, here's purple. Again, I don't think that will go with the palette. There's white. All right. Let's see. So now we have another choice. Oh, after we make this choice, we have another choice because I'm all about choices. All right, so let's bring out these. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, that was a center drill. I don't know how he got in there. Oh, look, I brought a bunch of center drills to the party, my friend. Okay. So this is what we have to work with. That's pretty. This is like... And then we have this moon. So what my thought process was just to attach these together, you know, just to give us a little bit more of a point of interest. So let's bring out the beads in our palette. And none are really like off the top of the bat, maybe except for this one, or really screaming this palette. So I don't know. I don't know if I like that just because it's white. We don't really have much white in the palette, but this one I was thinking might be pretty because we have a lot of these colors. So I'm thinking this one, this blue one, it's like a blue-gray is also pretty, but I feel like I think this is going to be our way to go. All right. So that was a fairly easy decision. I just think it really blends the best, in my opinion. I don't think I have... I think on this side... Oh no, man down! We've got these big shells, but I think these are... That's pretty too. Maybe that's too big. Yeah, I think that's too big. These are too big. These are so pretty. Oh, we also have that. That's pretty too, but I think I have two of these and I was saving them for earrings. Yeah, there's the other one. I also have these two. Where is the other one? I'm not seeing it. I know I have one. I know I have planned to make earrings with these. So I know I have another one. Okay, these are too big. How do we feel about that? That's real pretty too. But I also have two of these which could make earrings. And I only have one of these. And is this kind of similar? I just don't know. But this goes really good with this, doesn't it? Doesn't it? It does, friends, doesn't it? That looks really pretty. It's going to be very beachy. But it would be very beachy with the shell, too. This is decisions that I don't like to make. Yeah, but here we are. What else do I got in here? Oh, look how cute these are. Little, like, I can't think of the name of them off the top of my head. Yin-yangs. Yin-yangs. Okay, friends, I think that's about what we got going on there. I don't see many other options here. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go with that because it's just more natural looking and it's just kind of, I don't know. I feel like it kind of fits the vibe, but I have two here, so I have to decide which one do I like better. And I was thinking maybe the lighter one. Or the darker one would be more contrasting, right? And the butterfly would pop a little bit more, I think, on the darker one. Okay. Look, guys, we're doing really good with decision making today. I am proud of us. Okay, my friends? I am proud of us. Okay. So we've decided that. Now we have to decide what color bead string wire we want. So to the party I brought, and I didn't think it was going to be this, but I wanted to bring it anyway because it's so pretty. It might be. We have copper. Excuse me. We have bone again, which is what I'm leaning towards. We also have the turquoise, and then we have the white. So these two are the ones I was leaning towards, but I really kind of wanted to use the bone the other day, and I didn't. So I think we're going to use the bone today. And we're just going to let these two pops of turquoise be our color, like our pops of bright colors. And then the rest will be more of a neutral palette. I think that's a good idea. I mean, we could add, I don't know if these would go. I mean, it's the same color as those, I think. I mean, we could also add some shell too, some of these shell too. We're going to do, I was going to save them for earrings, but I don't know. But do shells and butterflies make sense, friends? Does it have to make sense? I don't know. Well, I'm going to leave these aside just in case. Okay, so we've made all our decisions. So I wanted to show you what I'm bringing into the party from my stash. So I have some of these little crimp beads that I'm just going to use in the front section for that. And I also brought these small little spacers, little silver spacers. These are my favorite spacers to use, guys. They're from Bargain Bead Box, and every time they get them, I buy them in like bags of every color. And I've been collecting these for a while, but they're my absolute favorite. I'm going to use those sporadically, not between every bead. We're not going to do that today, but we are going to use these. We're going to do a little color blocking, I feel like. And so we're going to use those during color transitions. And we have the blue pearls. So here are all of our beads. This is what we're doing. So there's our palette. Here's our bead stringing wire. Here's our focal. And this focal we just will attach with jump ring. And I also did bring in, so here's our jump ring. And I brought in a button. Because I thought a button, and it's a really pretty flower. I think that would be really pretty. And then we have our crimp tubes in here. So, yeah. So we have that. So I'm just going to attach this guy real quick. I'm going to reach in for my tools. And then we're just gonna start stringing, guys. We're just gonna do some simple therapeutic stringing. so we can chat and stuff. And I think this jump ring will be fine. I don't think it will be too big or too small. It is a 18 gauge, so it is a little bit thick, but no problems. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna push that together and making sure that that's nice and closed. So that's what that looks like, and I think that's super cute. And what we will do is, I'm gonna make sure these crimp tubes, these crimp beads, yeah, I think they'll fit over that. Okay, so we're feeling good about that. All right, so let's bring our, we're gonna try to work off the spool. I know I never do that, but we're gonna try today, just for funsies, right? There we go. And I'm gonna actually start pouring some of these out, because I can work with them much better if they're on the mat than if they're in the cups. But we keep them in the cups to keep them separated, right? I probably should have figured out our pattern before I separated them, but I don't think we're doing anything terribly difficult. We're just doing fun, easy breezy, beautiful. We're just gonna make a cute little necklace, you know, that maybe I can give somebody, I don't know. I'm always trying to give everything away, my friends. We're gonna put these over here because they're still in the just in case possibility. And I did bring in these 5mm as well, because I thought they picked up all those really well. Okay. So what I was thinking for like the focal part, so we would have something like this, right? And then we'll do a couple of these little guys, just to kind of, because we don't want that jump ring right on our bead stringing wire, right? We just kind of want to protect it from abrasion that way and stuff. So, and it'll just sit nicer if it's on a couple little beads there. Okay, so this will be our focal. I don't think that butterfly's up there. Ah, that's cute. Okay, just leave it, Kyle. And then I thought we could do, maybe we'll start this side. We'll do a couple of these. That's such a pretty color. And then we'll do a transition break. And then maybe we'll bring this color in over here. Maybe we'll do those three. So maybe we'll bring in some of this blue. Pop a couple in there. See how we're just doing some color blocking? But I also want to do some textures that are different, right? I don't want to do all the fire polish next to each other. I'm trying to break the fire polish up a little bit. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to do 4 all the way, but 4 seems like a decent number. Okay, we're going to drop in another spacer. And then we're going to pull in another color. I think that's how we're going to do it. So on this side, let's start with some blue fire polish. So we'll do 4 of those. Right, and then we'll do our transitional. And then we'll do a couple of these. Oh, and maybe we'll do, oh, this might be cute. We'll keep some of these aside. Sorry guys, my throat is really dry. Maybe we'll do some of these little silver ones in between these. I think that would look really pretty. Just for something different, right? Just for something a little different. So let's put these up here so we don't knock them off the mat, because they're very small. They're very small. Okay, I'm kind of digging that. I think that's real cute. Okay, I love it. It's just going to be a cute little dainty necklace. All right, let's throw some pearls over here now. Some of this bony color pearl. So we're going to throw in 4 of those. I guess 4 is good, right? Or should we do 5 of the maybe 4 of the bigger ones and 5 of the smaller ones? And we'll just add one to each of these smaller ones. All right. Color transition. Okay, so now what, friends, what are we gonna put on this side? My vote is for these. So I'm gonna do 5 of these. That's my vote. Okay. All right. So that's what we got so far. I think that's real cute. Excuse me, guys. Just gotta take a sip. Now, do we want to add some shells in here? Or will we put them over here? But see, we have this interesting bead over here. So I thought we could put an interesting bead over here. If we do that, but we just do like 3. Just to give us a little fun stuff to look at. I think that's pretty. Oh, we got those already. Okay. So put another one. And then that leaves us with 3. Well, I guess we'll do one more and we'll maybe save a pair for earrings. So let me see what makes these will be a good earring pair. All right, we'll put one. If you insist, Barbara, I'll do it for you. Okay, I heard you saying, "Call, just do it." Don't leave. No shell gets left behind, my friends. Shell no. Shell no. I will not let that happen. For sure. Okay. All right. So this is what we have. And I'm thinking that's kind of dynamite, right? Whether or not they're matching up in length, we won't know until we start stringing, my friends. We will have no idea. So I think what we're going to do from here is, we already have this color on this side. So how about we put some of, we didn't use this color yet, did we? Okay, so let's put some of this color over here. So it'll be 4 of those. And then over here, let's bring in some blue, but I don't know, I don't necessarily want pearls next to each other, do I? So how about we bring in some orange? We'll bring in 5 of these, and then we'll bring in some of the pearls, and then we will maybe start stringing. Okay, and then we'll bring in some more of these pearls up here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. So we've got some more blue on this side. And I think that's good. That's good. We might bring in, we have that color. I guess the only color we don't have is the pearl on that side. So I guess we'll add a couple of these pearls now. Okay, 5 of those pearls. So hopefully this will be even somewhat. All right, let's start stringing, shall we? Now comes the fun part, friends. We start stringing. And then we can chat. And then we can talk, and you guys can let me know how you have been doing. And I'll let you know how I've been doing. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll keep this for... Oh, you know what, guys? I don't know if I told you. So last year, for the last 2 years, my husband and I have we go to California on a road trip. We drive all the way out there because we figure... Sorry, let me move over a little bit. That's much better. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't realize we were so off center there. That all in center now. Okay. So we drive because... And I'm just going to bring all of these over here. Because if we fly, we can't really take the dog. And if we do take the dog and we fly, it's going to be just too expensive. And then when you fly, you have to rent a car when you're there, and that's just expensive, right? So we, and sometimes, guys, you might get a hole that has a little bit of a clog in it. I mean, it was on the strand, but sometimes it has a paint clog in it. So I just move those to the side. And, you know, so it's kind of cheaper to drive. It takes 3 days to get there. But here's the fun part, right? So it's a way for my husband and I to, like, you know, bond and, because we don't, life is busy and life gets hectic. And, some people go to marriage counseling. We take it to the road, my friends. We take it to the road. What happens on the road stays on the road. But seriously, it is a good bonding experience being stuck in the car with your significant other for 4 days, almost 4 days, for 3 days, 3+ days. You learn a lot. It's not only a bonding experience. It's a learning experience. Sometimes it's a learning experience. You find out all kinds of stuff, my friends. And we take the dog, so you find stuff out about your dog too. It's just amazing. Um, but that's just what we do. And I'm just trying to make sure that I want the shells going this way, so I'm gonna flip them over when I string them. But yeah, so I'm gonna be doing that. So maybe this will be a cute little California necklace, or for my sister-in-law. Um, I like to make her little fun beach jewelry because she's such a beach Cali girl. So we go out. Is that the right side? Cole, what are you doing? Butt end first. Okay. So out there in California is where Jasmine lives, and that's my husband's sister. And so we go out there, we visit her, and we stay out in Northern California. We stay out in the redwoods, out there in the Redwood Reserve area, like the Boulevard of Giants area. That's where, and we stay in this really nice, like, little campgroundy place, and we stay in these cabins, and it's so great. And the people that run it, it's like these two crazy cat ladies, and there's cats just everywhere in the park that they take care of. And some of them are friendly, and some of them aren't, but it's just so much fun. I think that's going the right way, right? Yeah, that's what I wanted. Shell down, my friends. Shell, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Uh, but I wasn't going to go this year because last year, the first year we went was great, and I was really sick though the first year. It was before my surgery. So I had a lot going on. It was a little uncomfortable, but I thought I did really well. Last year was kind of, I got really car sick really bad on the way there. I was okay until we got into California and it started getting like windy and stuff because we go up in the mountains. Um, and we had to pull over a couple times so I could drop some friends off at the side of the road. And so I just swore up and down I wasn't going to go this year. But my husband was still going to go because we also have some business out there too. We have some small little property investments that we have to go yearly and check out. So we also do that. So it's mostly pleasure, but it's just a tiny bit of business. So he was just going to go himself. But then I decided, after going through all of these storms and now having this newfound storm PTSD, that Kyle cannot be by herself. And this will be going on in October. So we usually go in October. And it's not usually bad storms here, but I don't want to be by myself. So I've decided I'm going to brave it and I'm going to go this year. So it'll be our third annual. Listen, friends, some people go to marriage counseling. We go to California on the road in the car for days at a time. And we don't stay anywhere. Friends, we are legit, legitimately in the car the whole time. We sleep in the car at rest areas. It's a whole just bohemian adventure, my friends. You have to try it at least once in your life. All right, so we have come down here to this portion where we're going to throw on, I think I'm just going to throw on maybe 3 of these. So our pendant can move a little bit, be a little free. And now here's the moment of truths. If this pendant will go over those crimp beads. And I think that it will, but it might not. And if that's the case, we'll just add a bigger jump ring, and that's not a problem. So I'm just going to go add a bigger jump ring because that is not going to clear. I think I'm going to do, so that's a 6. So I have 7s and 8s as well. Sorry guys, I'm in a noisy chair. We'll talk about that too because there's actually a reason. Let's try a 7 first. But anyway, we love going. And it's so much fun. The place we stay is absolutely beautiful. It's glorious. And then I get to get In-N-Out Burger. I think, is that what it's called, friends? In and Out. Listen, I'm not impressed with Jack in the Box. I'm not, you can keep your Jack in the Box. I'm not impressed. But In and Out. Is that where we have the animal style, guys? I'm still learning all this West Coast stuff. My husband lived on the West Coast. He was born in Philadelphia, but he moved out to the West Coast when he was about 5, I think, and did not move back to Philadelphia until he was in his later 20s. So he grew up out there in Rancho Manga, something nonsense like that, Bell's Garden, that area. I think that is in Southern California. We go out to the northern. We go out to West Humboldt. Is where we go. The mountains in Humboldt. Murder Mountain. I don't know if any of you have ever seen that documentary. It's called Murder Mountain, and that's the area that we go. We don't go up the mountain. Humboldt is more than just the mountain, but you can see the mountain from where we stay. You can see the mountain from everywhere in Humboldt. It's really interesting. And what's funny is I watched that documentary when it first came out, which was a while ago, long before I ever thought that I would visit out there, because his sister had lived somewhere else for a while. And then she moved out to Humboldt. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I know that place. I watched that documentary. That was so cool. I saw it on Hulu. I don't know if it was a couple years ago, guys. I don't know if it's still out, but it's very, very interesting. It's kind of a culture shock maybe for some, but so yeah, so I'm super excited about that. Plus, so that's in October, and then in September, we've got Frankie's wedding, so that's super exciting. So I'll get to go back to Philly. Sorry guys, making sure I'm putting this on the right way. So I'll get to go back to Philly, and I will unfortunately be taking that trip by myself because my husband doesn't have enough PTO. That's going to work good. And I don't think, or is that going to jump over to I'm just making sure that it won't jump over our 3mm. It won't. Okay, that's going to sit nice. He doesn't have enough PTO to take both trips, and we kind of have to take the Humboldt trip. Well, he does at least anyway. So unfortunately, as crappy as it is, he will not be making the wedding. So I will be going stag, my friends. We'll be going stag. But now I'm going a little earlier. Because, okay, guys, I don't know if I filled you in about my son's wedding. So Frankie and Haley decided that they don't want a very big wedding. So they're doing a very small courthouse wedding. And they're having only 10 guests. And so a lot of people in Frankie's family can't go, like in my ex's family. And of course, people in my family as well. But Frankie's not as close to the people in my family as he is to his dad's family. Mostly because my family sucks. That's a whole different show, my friends. That's beside the point. Not everybody in my family. I have an amazing sister and nieces, and I do have some pretty cool aunts and uncles, and cousins. So they don't all suck, but the majority. Anywho's, you didn't come here for that, but maybe you did. I don't know. I don't judge. But to make a long story longer, they're not going to have a lot of guests, right? Frankie's getting 5 guests, and Haley's getting 5 guests. So Frank, who is Frankie's father, my ex. His family's having a picnic. So my son's getting married on the 5th, and they're having some kind of family picnic the weekend before, and they're gonna have a surprise cake and stuff like that for the kids since they won't be able to be at the wedding. So I kind of want to be there for that, but I didn't tell the kids I'm going. So I added 2 more days onto my trip. So I'm gonna be in Pennsylvania for a while, my friends. At least a week, I hope. All right, so this is coming along really cute. I kind of like it. It's definitely different. It's definitely interesting, I feel like. I don't know how long it is yet, so we will measure all that. I kind of don't want to make it much longer than like a 19 or 20 inches. I think 19 inches would be really pretty on this. The only thing with short necklaces, when you do like full beading, is you don't see a lot of the beads up at the top of the neck. That's the only part I don't like. Because I want, like, unless you have your hair up, but I love all the beads to shine, you know? But if I keep this, or if I probably will give it to my sister-in-law. I think this will be really cute. I'm also going to give that necklace that I made with my Jen Sparkle bag. I think I'm going to give that to her as well, because that's my beachy girl. She is all about the beach. So anyway, that was one thing. I didn't know if I even wanted to discuss that. I don't even know how we got into that, but yeah, this is pretty. Okay, keep going, Kyle. I think we are going to have to add though, because I definitely don't think this is going to be long enough. So yeah, so my week was kind of weird, and it's only what, Thursday? Well, we're halfway over, so. Oh, and we said we wanted to do 5, so there's 5. So Monday was actually a pretty good day, and I did a video Monday, but the issue Monday was with uploading the video. Like 4 hours. I was trying for 4 hours to upload my video. I don't know if it's because maybe it was something with my phone, maybe it was something with my internet. They've been putting fiber in our neighborhood for the last couple weeks, so I don't know if it's that disrupting. I'm not sure, but I kind of had to give up because it was after 4 o'clock, and I just had, my eyeballs were like little sands in time, and so I'm like, oh no, I have to go to sleep. Wait, didn't we want to put pearls on this side? Did we? Yeah, we did. Here they are. They're up here. Oh, because my okay, I see what I did. That's where the other one was. But anyway. So the video that went up on Tuesday was I actually did that on Monday. So I did not do a video Tuesday. Tuesday was kind of craptacular here. And I should have known it was not going to be my day on Tuesday, because I decided to try a new recipe. Guys, I don't know if you know, but my husband has type 2 diabetes. So I've been trying to look up healthy things to make for him for breakfast and stuff. So I found a recipe for these healthy bran muffins that are like a third of a sugar, but I use stevia. I didn't even use raw sugar. So I guess it was kind of sugar-free. And it's bran, and I also put cinnamon in it because, you know, cinnamon's supposed to be good for your glucoses and all that nonsense. So I make these muffins, and then I burn. Oh yeah, that's definitely not long enough. But that's what we're at so far, guys. I think that's really cute. So I burned my finger taking the muffins out. So the muffins betrayed me, guys. And I felt a little bit in my feels, because I'm just trying to be healthier and have a healthier lifestyle. But, you know, the muffins, they got me. You know, guys, you know what wouldn't have got me for reals, though, for legitimately? The family-sized bag of Funyuns. They would have not hurt me that way. But anyway, it is what it is, and I have to move on. So that was my first thought, that this is not going to be my favorite day of the week, probably. And then I broke my heart a little bit. I saw something on the internet that broke my heart a little bit. So I've been internalizing that. And then what else happened Tuesday? I don't know, guys. It was just a whole smattering of things Tuesday. And I was just like, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. We'll continue. But now I'm just kind of seeing, what do we want to do here to even this up? I'm thinking these, right? Yeah, okay. So let's do 5 of those. So, well, what are you gonna do, guys? Some days you're good, and some days you're not. So then yesterday, so Tuesday I was like, that's fine. I'll just do 2 videos on Wednesday. I'll just do 2 videos, because I was trying to do a video a day, and I did feel bad for not doing anything on Tuesday. So Wednesday rolls around, and I did shoot a video, friends, but it was chaos. So I don't know if you guys know, I've been telling you I have like these raccoons that I've been feeding. Well, one raccoon, but it is no longer one raccoon. My friends, it is now multiple raccoons, and multiple is more than 2. So we had a situation, there was 3 of them out there Tuesday night, and they got into Tuesday night they didn't fight. They were just kind of feeling each other out. So I had multiple theories that maybe Reggie was a mom and they were her babies, because one was a little bit smaller, the other one was kind of the same size. And I said, oh, maybe she's trusting me enough, so she's bringing her family to come visit me. And I was very, like, in my Snow White era, I was very feeling, singing in the birds and the woods, and now I have a family of raccoons. And I don't think that is the case, my friends, because last night they got into tussling. So I was here shooting my video, minding my business as I do, and yeah, god awful screeching noise. So I had to quick stop recording because it sounded like something was getting I don't want to say the M word, but you know, if it's like something wasn't right. And so I hit the pause on the record, and it was the raccoons out there tussling, and they threw the food everywhere and all kinds of things. So today I had to go out and get a bigger tray. So I figured maybe, because it was just in a smaller bowl, and maybe they were fighting over the food. So I went out and I bought a big old tray for the foods. So this way it's more spread out, that maybe they won't fight. There was no fighting today. So then that happened during the video, and then something else, and then the dog was losing her mind all damn night. So I wound up, after a half an hour, I just kind of gave up and I scrapped the video. You know, I just scrapped it. And I'm busy here talking, and you guys are probably like, "Oh, more beading, more beading." I just have to get my ruler. But yeah, so, and I'm gonna be honest, I didn't love the project that I was making, and I'm not gonna give any spoilers of whose project bag I was working on or box that I was working on yesterday, but I did put them back in the cup. So I'm just gonna see about where we're at here. So we're at about 12, okay, and I want to see about how even we are. So figure we're gonna do about, so that would be 4, 16, so 3 and 3 would be 6. So figure we'll do about 3 more inches of beading. But first we want to, ooh, I keep dropping this, but I do want to give myself a little slack here so we can see what's going on. As far as, is this even? Okay. And it's definitely not even, right? Or is, no, it's definitely not even. So this side needs a little help. So we're going to put some more bigger beads on that side, which is fine, because I think we're actually going to put some of these shells on this side. So let's start. Oh no, shoot, right, we only got 2 shells left. That's right. Oh, we already have those on that side. Well, nuggets, do we have any more bigger beads? Well, we do have those blue ones. I'm kind of looking for a larger bead here, and I've already used these on that side. Let's do it, friends. Let's just go for broke. It's a pretty color. It might not be the exact same blue, but I don't care. Who cares? It's gonna look beautiful. Okay. All right. We're using all the beads today, friends. We're using all the beads. All right. So let's do a stack of those, shall we? Let's do 4 of these. Yeah, so that was yesterday's shenanigans, but then today it's a whole new day, guys. I did manage, I'm on my 2nd video of the day, so I did manage to make up a little bit. Oh, and I want to tell you guys, if you really like this this challenge of the boxes, I was thinking about rolling, I was talking to Kristen about this. I was thinking about rolling it into July, or let's do it every month, but we can do different things every month, right? Because I've got a whole bunch of JJB stuff. I've got past JJB boxes. I've got a whole 2 shoe boxes full of past bargain bead box bags that I either made very little from or nothing at all. I've got some Sam boxes. Like, we can just do different things. And I have bestie boxes. I've got, like, Kristen sent me a bunch of stuff. She's got a shoe box. Lori, Sandra, Marianne, Kristen. Oh, Teresa. And Teresa from Skipping Stones, guys, she sent me another bag of fun stuff. So we're actually going to have to go through that too. So it'll be stuff like that. Plus we can add like our bead boxes and stuff towards the end of the month. But, you know, and we're not going to do it every single video. But it'll just be a fun thing to do a couple times a month. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. And that's really pretty. I don't mind. It brings it a little bit more depth, right? I mean, these blues are very similar, but I think it's a little more on the green side, but I think we're going to go with it. Okay. All right. So let me just see, because I think I'm going to add another section of this, but I want to see if this is about 1 inch, because we need to do, okay. All right, guys, we're just going to keep on beading, but now I am going to cut my bead stringing wire. So let's see, we said we want to do about 19 inches. So let's cut ourselves about, I guess, 22, because we want some crimping room. Okay, so that's 12. Okay. Sorry, I was counting in my brain. I don't do numbers well. I have to get the little plastic thingy off. I don't do numbers very well in my brain. Or outside of my brain, for that matter. Where are my scissors? Or my cutters, rather. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I need a little bit extra because we're going to be making a loop for that button. There we go. Couldn't get the little plastic thing off. Okay, Kyle, that's probably way too much. That's okay. We got to make a button loop. We need extra. All right. I call like 40 inches. Kyle, what are you doing? Maybe we'll make earrings. I don't know. Okay. So here we go. Let's continue beading and chatting, shall we? Let me just move this down a little bit. There we go. How are we feeling about that? That's cute. I love it. All right. So let's do a series of a natural here. What can we do here? What haven't we done? We haven't done this one on this side, right? Okay. So let's do a couple of these. Some beads we are going to repeat on each side a little bit here and there because we only have so many to pick from. I mean, if I was doing longer groupings than 4 or 5, we probably wouldn't need to. But I just thought these little fun pops of different, you know, we can do 5 on this one. Just to make our bead stretch out. Okay. All right, there we go. That's cute. And so now we want to bring in, do we want to bring in some more blue on this? I think we're going to bring in these little guys here. Let's do 6. Let's just add 1 to everything now. Sounds like a fun thing to do. Yeah, so yeah, that was my week. How was your week, guys? Did you have a good week? I hope you guys had a great week. I mean, I don't listen. We're, you know, small potatoes here. We're not talking about life-altering, you know, happenings that are going on, you know, because everything can be worse, right? It's just annoying things. Things that just make me go, am I being punked, right? Just little slight annoyances, guys, you know, but I'm still feeling blessed and grateful and all those things. Just mildly perturbed. And trying to, you know, make sense of things in my brain, which is not always easy, unfortunately. Okay, so now let's do, what should we bring back in here? Oh, I forgot I wanted to do those here. You know what? Let's do that there. I forgot I wanted to do that. I'm still only gonna, I think, do 4 of these. And then we are still going to do the little silver ones in between, because I think that's just really pretty. But I do have exciting stuff coming up, guys. I've got a live with the besties coming up on July 5th. That will be fun. Kirk is in, which I'm so excited when she said she was in, because her schedule is because she travels a lot with her job. And so her schedule's been crazy. So that was exciting for us to see that. All right, now I'm going to do these blue ones. And we might be close to being finished here. Oh, and guys, also talking about what's going on. So this Saturday, Danielle did a pre-recorded, so we're not live this Saturday. So, but we do have the Gemstone Orphanage at 12. It is the last Saturday of the month, so they are doing their party line. They do that on the last Saturday of the month. But I won't be on. I'll just be in the comments, hopefully. Hopefully I'll be in the comments. But that will be fun. And guys, they're going to be revealing, I don't want to give away too much, but there are going to be some revealing stuff happening, my friends. You might want to tune in for that. All right. So, Call, what now, my friend? What now? How about we bring some more of the peach up here? Do we want to bring more peach, or do we want to bring this pearl up here? Maybe the pearl. And we'll maybe bring the peach over here at some point. I just have to cut this end. It's a little weird. And then I also might be collabing with somebody else. I don't know for sure, so I don't want to say. But someone did ask if I would do something with them. And I said, of course. But that's all I can say right now. Until I find out more. Because it might not happen. And then I don't want to break my own heart. So. Bless you, Michael. That's what Mike says. He says, we'll wait and see what happens. Can you just go? Hopefully we get a washer. We don't really need a washer, though I would take a new one because ours is old and crappy, but I mean, it still works, right? But we need to get a dryer because my laundry is building up, my friends. Either that or we got to go to the laundromat. We have one right up the street. When we first moved here, we didn't have a washer and dryer, so we had to use the laundromat. And then we got this refurbished. No, actually we did. We didn't have, there was something wrong with them. Wayne had to fix them. That's what it was. And what was that? There is, oh my gosh, you guys, there's, what is that? I don't know, but I have to catch it. Give me a second. Okay, friends, sorry about that. There was a paper wasp, and I could not let, they're usually, you know, you know, they don't usually, just don't want them in the house. My husband is deathly allergic to wasp stings, and I can't have them in the house. So I had to escort him to the Outer Banks, my friends. Okay, so this is what we have. And we have so many paper wasps outside. They're just like, they're everywhere. I think they just grow here in the air. It's crazy. All right, so, and we're not 100% even here, I don't think. I mean, it is pretty close though, isn't it? Let's see. It's pretty stinking close. So about where are we here in size? Okay. At the second. So that's 4 and 12. So we're actually at about our stopping point. And I kind of like this for us because it is pretty, I mean, it's fairly even. Let's see, if we were to crimp, how even would that be? So I think how to make this even is maybe we'll add one more of these fire polish, and I think that should make us even. Okay, I love how these clear look on this wire. I know that didn't make sense. I was trying to say too many things at one time. How these clear fire polishes, like it kind of makes them a little bit more green, or I think, or something. I don't know. It looks really pretty with this color wire. All right. So I think I'm loving that. This is so cute. All right, friends. All right. So let's crimp, shall we? And let's get our button. So we will crimp. Oh, you know, I probably should bring over. Sorry, guys. Noisy chair, noisy chair. I have to get, what am I getting? I had to go over here and get something. And now that quickly, I forgot what I had to get, my friends. Let's see. I had to do with a button. What? Oh, I know. A bead stopper. This is what I'm talking about. The train of thought, my friends. Yeah. Yeah, the train of thought is something, isn't it? Yeah, every so often it doesn't check in at the station. Like it should. Alright. So we'll go ahead and bead stop that, shall we? Alright, do we want to make sure? And guys, I just want to make sure one more time. So I'm just going to test it around my neck. Because this is going to be a button, so we cannot add an extender chain. And I don't want it to choke out my sister-in-law. And I feel like it's still a little short. So let's just add a couple things that will be the same size, shall we? So I can do, we can do some of these peach over here. So we'll do a couple peach over here. And then for this side, let's do a couple of these. So we'll do 3 of these and 4 of these, and hopefully that will give us just a little bit extra length. Plus we're gonna have the loop too, and my sister-in-law is kind of, well, she's not skinny, but she's on the, well, she's on the small side, so she probably has a smaller neck. I'm sure she does. Bless you. Oh my goodness, did you see that just flick on by? There it goes. All right. Then we'll just add a couple of these. But I think the rest of the week is going to go great, friends. Tomorrow is Friday. I love Fridays because my husband, that means, you know, I get to have him home for 2 days and I don't have to be by myself. Sometimes I think that's why I stay up late, so I can sleep during the day when he's not here. Because I don't know. In my older age, my friends, I've become very, very not wanting to be by myself. All right, so we are going to crimp now. I think that's going to be satisfactory. So let's find that bead stopper. And first we're going to crimp our button. And I don't think it matters what side. But I think what I am going to do is, do I want to put some beads with this button? Or do I just want to, let me see. First, where did I put my crimp tubes? There they go. I think we're just going to do the button. I don't think we need to do anything else here. And we want it to be that way. I don't know, Fridays are just fun, right? But it's just, I know a lot of people work on the weekends. I work on the weekends, guys. You know, I work for other people on the weekends, and I work for myself during the week, usually. So I know what it's like to have to work on the weekends. I know not everybody, unfortunately. I think, will that be okay, or will that be too floppy? That's what I'm saying. I don't know if I should add some beads back here to keep it not floppy. Or should I just bring that crimp, make that a little bit smaller? We'll see. We'll see what we like. I mean, we want some flexibility in here, right? Or will that come out of the loop if it's too flexible? That's my issue. Like, it'll just slide itself. Okay, let's add some beads back here. I've decided, now that I've brought this wire all the way down to a stubble. Oh no, Call, what you did. Well, I can move this because I didn't crimp this side yet, so I can move all this down. Slide to the left. Nobody wants to slide. Okay. Well, shoot. Oh, I picked the right side. Oh my gosh. Well, there's a 1 in 2 chance, so. How do I seem so surprised? I was a 50-50 shot. All right. So we are going to put on that crimp tube. And then we're going to find some of these beads here, because these will be too small. These I don't think will fit through this loop. I'm fairly certain they won't. No. Okay. So we're going to throw on a couple of these fire polish. I'm going to throw on 1. We'll try 2. And then we'll put our button on. And then we'll put on another one. And hopefully that will keep this stable. Should I do 1 or 2 there? I don't know. I don't even know if that's going to work. I think it should. Okay. So then all the beads will go down here and they will form we can get them all down there. Can you guys, why are you stuck here? Trying to get them to come down this loop here. There's one, there's two. Okay. I'm going to hold this so no beads sneak up there and pull this down with the only the two fingers that I have left to use, because everything else is holding stuff. Okay. So there we go. So we have put two beads on either side of our shank. We're going to pull that down, and that will keep this from really being too floppy. It's going to keep it a little bit more stable. That's the thought anyway. It is time to crimp, my friends. Thank God. It is mercifully time to crimp. Do not get any of your little crystal or your little fire polishes in your crimper pliers. Don't do it. I don't recommend. Okay. And we made our little ravioli, and it was kind of a little squishy one, but I think we can fix it. And we might not be able to fix it. I might have to restring. I really hope not, though. I kind of mangled that one. I'm a little too confident. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Look at that. I mangled that one. Not my best. I mean, it's secure, I think. It's just not a perfect ball. It's kind of like, I don't know, a little extra special ball. Well, it's secure, and we're going to keep that. And so now we're just going to cut all of this millions of excess wire that I will recycle. This is a recycle worthy piece. All right. So there is that end. So now we have to come down to this end. There we go. And see how it's just a little bit more stable, right? It's not as floppy. So that's kind of why we do that. It's a little awkward, and it's a little tight there. I probably made it a little too tight, but that's okay. It's extra secure. So we're going to take one out of my playbook from the other day, and we are going to leave this loop naked. Naked and unafraid, my friends. We're going to leave this loop naked, I think. I mean, we could put some blue crystals on there, but I think a naked loop would be pretty. So that's what we're doing. So let me just go ahead, feed this in. And I'm also going to feed this down through at least the spacer bead. I think it will go through the spacer bead. I don't know if it will go through the fire polish. Some of these smaller fire polishes are a little bit iffy if you can put two of the bead stringing wire through there, but we'll see. And these are the 3mm here at the top. So the answer is probably going to be no. And that's okay. Okay, so here's our loop. Okay, and we do want to make sure we're doing a little bit of this so it crimps nicely. So here's our loop, and I know that's going to be probably way too big. So let's pull it down to about here. And now we'll see. Okay, and I think that's a pretty good fit. And also I like to make sure, because if it fits pretty good, make it a little bit smaller if it looks like it's too much of a gap here. Okay. Let's see if I made that too small. Because it just, ma'am, sir. I don't even know who I'm yelling at right now. Ma'am, sir. It was Bobo, so it was a sir. Okay. I clearly made it too small. Let me just make it a skosh bigger. Alright. Here we go. Are we comfortable with this loop? Okay, once again, guys, if you are not sure, keep checking. Okay? It doesn't cost any extra money. Okay, and I think that's going to be good. Because I think if I make it much smaller, it's going to be troublesome. And also when we crimp, it's going to shorten up a little bit anyway when that metal tightens. So we have to keep that in mind. Okay? All right. We are ready to crimp. So again, we're going to take our necklace, and we want to make sure it's nice and flexible, but not gappy. Not gappy and not crunchy. So I think we're doing good. And now we're going to crimp. Crimp all loop. Hopefully this is a little bit nicer crimp. All right. I don't know. I got my fingers crossed. Oh, I don't know. Might be. Might be a little bit nicer. Might not. I don't know. I don't know what my crimping issue is today. I'm usually a masterful crimper, my friends. Well, I don't know about masterful, but I usually don't have too many issues. That's not bad. That's very ballish. Okay. So there we have that, and we're going to go ahead and cut that. And our necklace is finished. Look how pretty. And here's our button loop. Right. There we are, my friends. Why is it twisty? There we go. I love it. I think it's really pretty. I think it came out really cute. So let me go ahead and clear this up, and then we'll say our goodbyes. Oh, let's try this move that I want to try. Thank you for reminding me, Susan. Thank you. Okay, guys, we'll be right back. I'm going to clear this up, and then we'll say our goodbyes. Okay, just give me 1 second. And we're back. Was it slick? And you have to let me know, guys. Was it slick? Here is our necklace. Look how beautiful. Like I know, I'm sorry, that was an annoying baby voice, but I love it. I think it came out really, really cute. Right, guys? Let's give you the little, I'm not going to sing on this one, because I understand I probably wasn't the best song you heard all day. Even though one of you did comment that you enjoyed it. And I enjoy you, Miss Maritza. I enjoy you. But here we are, my friends. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today on both of our dollar bead box journeys. This is our second one for the journey, and I think this one probably, you know, I love this one. What did I make? I don't even remember. Did I make earrings, friends? I don't even remember. Yes, I made the asymmetrical earrings, yes. And I do like those. I thought they came out really cute. But this necklace is just, I love, friends. I love. Okay, guys, I will hopefully be back with you guys again tomorrow. But until then, keep going and planning all of your amazing magical beans, my friends, because they are going to start sprouting up before you know it. And, you know, yeah, it'll be a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day when they all start sprouting, my friends. So, but until then, keep being kind to yourselves, giving yourselves grace, and doing all of the things, right, that we need to do to take care of ourselves. Okay, my friends, enough of my preaching. Have a great night. Love you guys so much. Bye.